Hey everyone, Luke from the Broken Meeple with this rather important vlog. I couldn't even get changed into the normal uniform for this one. I just had to kind of sit down and get the camera on, really. So yes, Aircon was the previous week. I had a good time. Kudos for Mark Cook to, get that going and make that a great session as always was. Went for a bit of a walk in the Yorkshire Dales along the River Wharf. Really enjoyed that and just kind of chilled a bit in York and then finally came home. And since then, it's been somewhat stressful. Basically, it's not escaped anyone's attention what's going on at the moment, okay? Yeah, the whole coronavirus thing. And, I'll admit, I'm one of those people that thought, oh, come on, this can't escalate too far, can it? And, it kind of has. And, I feel fine. The worst I've had this week is, despite being at a convention, the worst I've had this week is a headache from lack of sleep. So I'm going to get an early night tonight. But, obviously my parents are far back in Somerset, so, they're in the middle of nowhere, so they're pretty safe, families elsewhere, and friends are social distancing at the moment, and we've recently just found out at work that, as of today, only a select number of people are allowed in the office, and now I have to work from home from next week onwards. Various board game cafes nearby have now closed, thanks to the, impromptu announcement from Mr. Bojo to say no more cafes, restaurants, gyms. Great, thank you. And like I say, we gotta do our part to do this, but, I can't lie and say I'm not bummed out about it, because we have to do this in order to stop this virus, but, some people have got it harder than I have by miles. They're either immunocompromised, or they've got to deal with elderly family, or they've got, their jobs are potentially being lost. I feel for them. With me, it's more of a first world problem than anything else. And, because I live alone, I don't like to be just totally alone. I have a bit of a loneliness issue. But one of my releases, the releases I get in the week is that I go to work, so I see people there. But obviously when I'm at home, I can play all these games, I can go online, I can do all this, I can do these videos and that. But I do get a release each week at various times by going to board game clubs, by socializing with people I know, by meeting new folks, and also going to the gym. 3 times a week at least I was going to the gym to do weightlifting and do swimming as well. Now I can't do that. So a big chunk of my life, entertainment-wise, is now kind of on hold with the exception of playing solo games. But, solo games is fun, but I do like to play with other people. And because I live alone, I don't have, the spouse or anybody else with me to just play games with, whereas other people do. I'm more than happy to have 1 or 2 people around my house for some games, if they are quintessentially not ill and agree to it, but chances of that happening is pretty slim, so this could be a big solo effort, but at least I can work. Yay. I don't know, I don't like being alone for too long. It's just, I like my me time, yes, like go out for walks on the hills and things like that. I like to do that alone, but eventually I want that release. I want the exercise for stress relief. I want the interaction with other people. Dating is, well, let's face it, it wasn't exactly on the high front to begin with. A geeky board gamer that doesn't want kids, it doesn't really go well on the dating market. But I just don't. It was nice to be able to get that interaction, and now I can't outside of online chat, and it's not the same. I've had several restaurant meals out cancelled. One that was meant to be happening tomorrow got cancelled. My birthday one in April had to cancel. So, oh well, at least the deposits from that can go pay for something like Disney Plus or HelloFresh maybe. But a lot of stuff's been cancelled social-wise, and all these conventions. I was meant to have a convention later this month, Shake, Battle and Roll. That's been cancelled. The UK Games Expo, now God knows when in August. I've rebooked my hotel for that, so I will still aim to go to the UK Games Expo if this whole virus thing gets out, actually hurries up and finishes by then. But who knows? Some people are scaremongering that it's going to take a year before anything goes back to normal. I'm a bit more optimistic and hopeful that this will be a kind of 12 to 16 week thing. We've got scientists all over the place trying to work on it, and even then, I feel that with what we know about its incubation period, the fact that China is starting to recover a lot more, and I feel that eventually even places like Italy that have got it really bad at the moment will still be able to recover within a 12 to 16 week period. I don't know. it's all speculation at the end of the day. None of us really know what's going to happen. All we can do is just wait it out. Deal with all the people that are panic buying like crazy. My food downstairs is literally what I can find in the shops at the moment, because by the time I got back from Aircon, the panic buying had already started. So I pretty much have gone to local greengrocers and butchers in order to get my food, which is more expensive, but at least it's keeping those businesses running, because the supermarkets are just cleared out of the shelves. Everybody goes there to nick all the stuff, including co-ops and that. But at least people are slightly more hesitant for some reason, probably just money, to go and take out greengrocers and butcher meat, even though they were selling out of a lot of stuff. So, fair play to the local tradesmen. You should support them at this day and age, because they're going to need all the help they can get right now. So, yeah, I'm going to certainly try. I mean, I've got some running shoes. I can go out for runs to get some exercise. Weightlifting is going to be a bit of a problem. I mean, maybe I could take Tainted Grail and lift that a few times, I don't know. But I'm going to need some weightlifting. So maybe I need to invest in some dumbbells and, get them ordered in. And then I can do some weights at home. I'll certainly do some floor exercises. I'll go out for runs. On the weekend, I'll go out for walks on the hills. Come on. Social distancing, walk on the hill by myself. How much more distance can I get? Let me have that one, please. But as for games, there's online ones with people, but that's about it. But I've barely even used things like Tabletop Simulator and all that, so I need a learning process. And there's a lot of games here that aren't going to get played for a while because they just physically can't unless it's just me. So, like I say, it's a first world problem. People have got it far worse than I am. I'm a bit bummed out, yes, because it's a big of a life change, but all you guys have got it worse, I'm sure, than I have. I'm not trying to tell a sob story here. At the end of the day, we got to do what we can. So definitely, be safe, wash your hands, and all that gubbins. Not like we shouldn't have to be told to do that, but apparently it's a thing. So obviously everybody's dealing with it in their own way. So with that aside, what's happening with the channel? Well, mostly good news. The channel is not going to die overnight because of the coronavirus. I live alone. I'm in good health at the moment. We'll soon find out in a couple of weeks, I guess. But, for the moment, I'm in good health. And I obviously don't want to stop doing this channel. And given that I'm going to be spending a lot more time at home, I've got a bit more time on my hands. But obviously, there's a slight issue with reviews, because I've got several reviews I can do in the near future. I've been requested to do Ishtar, and that's going to happen. Ishtar will be the next review. I can also do a game called, is it Oriflamme or Oriflame? I don't know. I have to find a picture or something. But it's a little game. I've played it recently several times, and I can review that. So that one's there. But then reviews kind of take a dive, because I've still got Alabaria on my shame pile, and I've not had a chance to play it. And God knows when I'll get a chance to play it, so it's going to be a bit tricky to review that one. So what I might do is do some reviews of games that I have not done before, that are in my collection, because not every game here got a review for obvious reasons. So if there's anything on the shelf that you see that you like, and you kind of want me to review it, then make some suggestions in the comments and I'll see what I can do. At some point, I'm also messing around with lavalier mic, and attached to my new phone. I've just recently upgraded to a Galaxy S20 Plus, and the idea is that I'm hoping that with that lavalier mic I might be able to do some more random Twitter feed videos, or not streaming or anything, but little bits on Twitter, little bits on Facebook, just bits and bobs around the house, or what I'm doing, or what I want to do is to do a quick overview of the collection and what I've got. So this room and the other room, people have requested this. So if you see something on there you like and you would like me to review and I haven't done a video already, then by all means, give it a shot. I'm thinking maybe I might try another segment, a segment or two. Now these would be very ad hoc segments, like once in the blue moon they'll get done. But I'm in talks with a couple of accessory providers, inserts and dice towers and that, to get some of their stuff and do a kind of before and after thing of board game inserts. So that might go down well. We'll see. The occasional video where I do something like that. And another segment I want to do, which I was thinking about doing it on the podcast. Maybe I'll do it as a video. I don't know. I'll have to leave it to you guys to tell me, actually. But I wanted to do something called Movers and Shakers. What's that supposed to mean? Well, the idea is that I want to talk about games that have gone up and down in ratings as time has gone by, particularly if they've now left my collection for whatever reason. I want to talk about why those games are getting better and why those games didn't stand the test of time, and there's a few good ones lately after my Bring and Buy success in Aircon that are probably worth talking about. So that would be more of a kind of vlog discussion format, but a different intro and just basically a different thumbnail and just an idea of getting something different on the channel, so it's not just the same couple of videos. But of course that doesn't mean I'm going to run out of content entirely, even if those two don't take off immediately, because even though I can't do a lot of reviews, there's always top 10s. And I got a lot of top 10s in mind, so you might find that there's just more top 10s and maybe the occasional extra podcast episode that comes out over the next few months. So, I will certainly keep this channel running and I will keep the content coming. So, the channel is not going to die out. The worst case scenario is that you might just have to accept that maybe it's like a video a week, in order to catch up with other things, because I've got to work from home and I'll have to do quite a lot of that. But then on top of that, I've also got to keep in touch with family, make sure they're all right. I've got to obviously keep this house in check because I'll be here all day. So there's a lot of stuff I've still got to do, but at least minimum video a week, if not more, I should be able to keep content on this channel, even if it's just little stuff with this lavalier mic and my mobile phone. At least you should be able to see that this channel is still going forward and hopefully give you some entertainment to watch while you're at home doing your thing. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of an update really. Ishtar will be the next review and top 10 medium weight games will be the next top 10. I'll be recording those tomorrow with any luck, and I'll look at getting those edited, one at least on the weekend and one after that, and then obviously things will flow from that perspective. So until then, I'll see you on the next Broken Meeple video. Remember, it's only a game, but especially remember to wash your hands and stay safe. This is definitely going to affect everybody in different ways. Nobody is going to be affected positively by this. This is going to be a negative for everybody. And, as much as I moan about being alone, I know people out there have got it far worse, and I feel for you guys. So just stay safe, keep your family in check, just be there for each other, whether you're a gamer or not. So I'll see you soon. Take care, and we'll get through this together.